Alright everybody, hello and welcome back. We will continue our save game, but with a special rule today. I probably have to tell more than once this today, but for the first time it's always interesting. So the idea is that people come in and they can tell what I should connect to what, and I must obey that request. In the meantime, I will do it on my own as usual, as before. Look, there is a new forest. We definitely should connect it to the network, because that's a really quick fix. The usual 5, and yeah, I need universal for that. Yeah. So something like that easy. And we clone this tray. Instead of that, you come here, copy, clone, and done. This is a close distance, 2 is enough, so that's fine. Let's check our stations. It looks fine, mostly, as usual, except sorry, there is a lot, because we had a jam, or I fixed it last time. You are the short one going there. No, you don't go there. Go back to depot and wait. Okay, I believe they will fix themselves. I don't know how bad was this jam. Okay, I need to sort this out. It cannot be like this. Okay, so we definitely need a bridge here. Otherwise we have issues. And I reckon so we can turn this signal. Remove these ones. This, I don't need this. You can come here, have another one. Something like this. And you merge back over here. Okay, so this is a slight improvement compared to the previous solution, and we definitely want to take away all that. Okay, let's see. Otherwise these tracks are pretty functional. Yeah, we just had a deadlock there, if I remember correctly. Okay, so you made it there. Nice. Okay, so they will come in, come out, pick up. Okay, it's gonna work. On about the goods, we need more trains, because this amount of goods is getting ridiculous. Okay, passengers is generally fine. Where is this? Oh, this one. Yeah, I know about that. And the crap ton of passengers. We know that. And the rest is fine, right? Oh, I see. So the city has grown quite nicely. And I probably don't want them to grow here, because I need a station there. Now, if they would, let's say, grow together with Bamako, I don't mind that. If they grow this way, I don't mind it either, although maybe I would better be off station here. Not sure. Okay. So we got our first viewer, unless it is a bot. So hello, and you can find something to connect. Oh, there's a lot of oil here, and we already deliver here oil, so maybe we should get these. And I can do something as per usual, you know, to get it here, then from the process to barrels, and now you can accept oil, and we can provide this oil with ships. Although I'm a little bit afraid, to be honest. Okay, so wait, I want you to full load there, go there, the usual stuff. Okay, I got all that, so I need these two. Okay, so initial is started. They all going where they need to go. Brilliant. Oh, this is your second ship. Okay. So what's happening here? Everything is fine. I don't care about those. How do we do on good? Still holding up for now, as well as here. Okay, I love to see that. Lima is growing as it should. Let's see what we can do. And that's not so much. This is a little lot. Brasilia dogs. Sorry. So I guess we should make this connection happen. I'm pretty sure. And here, where can we do it? Nice. Probably maybe one more. Did I had a depot somewhere here? Probably not, so let's get it. And I want you to go between these two. With several everything. Okay, so this is connected and under control. Okay, it's going down. It's not going down quite yet. Have an issue here? I definitely do. And it's probably a full load order. Yes, indeed. So they need time to sort themselves out. Okay, so good to us is rocking a lot of people. So I have it wrong. I don't care about the source. I need via destination. Yeah, so this way I can see where is the first stop they wanna go, and it's Canberra. So let's get a few trains on that line. Okay, so first of all, let's do shared orders. Nope. Nope. I have only one. So this is good to compare. Okay, I need a few of these. Okay, so this is the train I need. Nice, nice. Okay, so this is sorted, I believe. How is this station? A lot of them. And they equally want to go to Tórshavn and West Island. And which is West Island? This dock. So we need more ships, right? I mean, to Tórshavn they can have the trains. That's fine. Let's clone the... yeah, they only go there. So we can have a few more trains. But we need ships too. Oh, hello. It's not what I'm looking for. Just a moment. West Island, Tórshavn. I don't know. So first of all, hello and welcome. Second, as you can read in the title, chat can decide what I should connect. So I can guide you around, and you can decide if you see something that you like to. I need to connect that wherever you want to connect them. That's one. And second, I wanted to show you something. I just need some space for that. I'm looking for a big flat empty area like here. So about the mergers. So let's say you have 1, 2, and 3 lines coming in, and you want to direct them into a double line. Standard situation. So you can do either that connect 1, connect 2, and they have a, and this line have a choice where it wants to connect. You cannot give this line a priority because it's merging into 2 ways and it doesn't really work out. Sorry. But there is a more better solution I was referring to otherwise, and this works like the following. So you have all the lines and you want to merge or split them. Basically, the split is a little bit different. This is the merge. So you need to split the same lanes. Actually, you can redirect this one. You split this one as well, let's say into 2, and you have the third one splitted. Oh, hey cat, how you doing? You wanna decide what we connect today? And then you connect each. So you connect this one to there, and even this one. And you are okay. So wait a second. So let's say you bridge over here and have a space. Don't mind the fluffing tracks. And you can do something like this and connect all these. In general, they used to connect it like this into a fork. And same here. So, like making a fork. And this is how you connect the merging lines. And in this case, usually if they are not that busy, you don't need priorities or anything special. And you can do it with 2 lanes going into 2 lanes. That's what I was telling you to make a proper merge. So let's say you have one line from here and another merging, and they get really busy. So you need to double up the exit line. In this case, you make this. Let's say you bridge or tunnel, merge these lines, and you have the one-way exit lines. So this can be a double track, and then you can come in with more stuff, more tracks into that. Another one is I usually have a single line like this, and then I do a double up, and I just do this because it aesthetically looks fine. Now the problems comes when you have to do how do you say, intersections on these lines. So usually it goes like something like that. You bridge here and come off under. To one way, signal, join, exit wherever it needs to exit, and on the other side either you have a turn and can come between the lines, or you just have to bridge over, come along. Oopsie. Something like this, and here you can have a split. So put a signal here, maybe one here on the long end, and be done with it. So this is how I used to connect into and out of double lines. Okay boys, now let's look around and see what you want to connect. I mean, this is your station, it's still doing fine, although I had to add a few more chips to the business because it got really busy. You left a few pieces off the track. Oh, trust me, it doesn't matter. So we have a few city here, a few trashy farms. It's an okay forest, we already do that. This is a very bad coal mine. Forest. It's a pretty good oil well. You can want to do that. There's not much here, although more forests. So I don't know what happened, but this game, okay, so this is sorted itself. In this game, the forests are rocking. Fair enough. There is not much here to really connect. This is another forest we can do. Maybe we can mess around in the capital. I added last time a few more stations to do it. This is a giant hill, yeah. Not much here. There is a lot of forest again. We can connect these somewhere. Okay, this is just the passenger ships going around. All the forests and where? I mean, obviously I can do it. Yes, there is a lot. So we already have a problem taking away all the goods. So I can connect over here, but this is really not a distance. So I can even do it with trucks. Or we can take all that. Maybe we that's not so good. And take somewhere else. Like over here, or all the way down to somewhere, because then I can bunch up, make a hub and load up all the wood and take somewhere. We can do that as well. So what do you say? This is good enough, or we should look for find a new spot for it? Okay, so we have this one along over here. There is absolutely nothing. That's too tight. This way we got this one. There is a third one. I just put it there so you can see what options do we have. And it's really closed up there. There is one in the valley. I don't have space enough here. I mean, we can even take it here. Can I wait a second before I make stupid decisions? Yeah, I probably can't feed it to you because that's already way too busy, and I set it up for short trains. Because you see, if it would be for 10 long or 15, I could do that, but it's not set it up for that. Hey, look, this is an option as well. We can. Okay, so be kind and pick one of these. Because you have to decide. Tashkent or Guatemala? Okay, let's see. That's the closest one. And this is over there. That's not far either. Okay, let's make this closer one. This is Tashkent. Okay, so let's do Tashkent, and we obviously skip this one and this one. But maybe somebody else wanna do it, take it somewhere else. Okay, that was a stupid thing. So let's do that. Okay, you are 70, 30, 30, 70, 30. Okay, that's not a great business here. Okay, so let's make it 10 long, I guess. Okay, so I have 4 in between. That's gonna be fine. Yeah, sure, we can do that. Okay, so 10 by 4, and so we need this and that too. Okay, I don't have a space to exit here, so we just do the crappy one. Yeah, sure. In the meantime, I work on your request. Okay. So, range cat, if you are here, you can also choose something that we can transport if you want. I know you're not into this big chatty thing, but maybe this time I can change your mind about it. At least I hope so. Okay, so that's getting on the tracks. How do I wanna come? So we go where exactly? Sorry, I lost. Yeah, I should probably put down a station so I know what's happening. We can just have the 10 here, and we can join on this line, which indeed can join on that line from here. Okay, this seems fine. Page, and this is way too out, so I can come here, right? That seems fair. Except this. Something like this. You can exit here like this. And we could here, I'm guessing. And we can bridge over. Okay, so we are connected over there. You can come further and further and further, and before that you exit here. Except that, oh, it's not in the way. Perfect. So you can come around. I misclicked again. Jump over. Have a nice turn. Bridge here. And merge. Okay, I think it's done. We will need to add these two and bring over that one. But I guess we can start by making a train and get them loading. Food tracks, a lot of them. And you go there and over there. And I guess we can do 3 to start with, because we have to use the same, although do we? Yeah, we do have to use the same. Okay, road construction. These guys. Okay, you bridge over here and bridge over here, just to be sure. And you can load up the woods here. Like that. And I need something, yes, like these to be connected. Okay, no, W or simple V, I guess, and depot and wood, and you go here full load and get their transfer. And how much do we need of this? This is a 70, you can carry 20, so that's 4, 8, let's say 10, or at least that much. Okay, and now we need these two. Brilliant. So I'm guessing 3 long guys. because they are quite pathetic. I don't even know how would I want to do that. So this is the incoming. Yes, you need to be one above. Like that. And you can do there. Okay, and you have the signal. And yes. And we have a bridge here. Perfect. You can have a signal there and a bridge there. Okay, so this looks something at least interesting, and we can now get the trains view with some wood tracks. Follow there, drop it there as transfer. We can clone these guys and change that order. And clone and go. Okay, so I guess it is done, except the two close. Thanks, we are almost ready. So I give them a transfer. I set it up the trains here, and we have two small stations to pick up these, all the 35 wood they can produce. So we have this interesting hokey pokey over there, and we merge backwards here and online over there, and we go all the way with these guys together and split here to the Tashkent sawmill and come back over here because stupid river in the way. Otherwise I could have come here and merge in perfectly, but I decided not to demolish that, and so have this over here, this one. I guess we can have 3 more purely for visual reasons, and we can have a depot there, food truck, easy full load drop, and let's say 5, 6, something like that. I used to, you know, if I know what I'm building, I'm used to doing it fast. I used to meddle a lot when I'm undecisive, or if I don't have a clear vision how I'm gonna do that. Okay, this is good wood and pretty far for tracks in my taste, so we just do the usual 5 long. Oops, orientation is always a problem for everybody, I swear. I haven't seen any good player who doesn't have. So, you remember? Yes, I screwed up. So that's what I meant by the tilted exit. When you have only one angle to turn. So almost what you did, but it's a little better. Just a little bit. yes, it wasn't bad. I want this guy there, and I guess we can do that. I don't really mind. Or maybe we can... So, yes, it is a chilling game. I don't rush or maximize everything out, but I cannot build slowly. it's just not in my nature. Okay, you can go there. So, building tracks and buying trains and copying them, this is just, let's say, it's a routine procedure. Nothing special. Okay, so this is done. And it seems that Range Cat doesn't change his mind about suggesting me something. So what should we do with... Oh, almost run out of trucks. I swear English is hard. So we should take the goods somewhere, don't we? Oh, I didn't meant to use it, caps. But I can't type. Yeah, and I'm same with Hungarian. It's one of the hardest language to learn, and that's all I can really speak. And with English, yeah, I can do that, but I'm far from satisfied with how I do it. But let's hope that streaming and whatever helps to improve. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with this station, honestly. I like how it looks. Okay. Yeah, I see. How can I improve it? Something like this. So he can come and turn in while it is coming out. And then probably the same here. Although it's a little different. I don't know about that. I'm not sure. I mean, if you know, I was a tour guide once with a rickshaw, and then the tourist said that my English is good, but the comparison was pretty low because average Hungarian, even if he speaks English, it's terrible. So that's not a high bar to jump over, and I never was in a language school and tried to make an official language test to have a certificate that you can speak in an exact level, and they guarantee that. So I don't really have that. going for me. But let's not talk about me for a moment. Let's talk about what you want to connect us. What else? Connect Spangling, collection of Hungarian cases. You mean all the 72, or or what do you mean by cases? You see, speaking grammar in English is the hardest thing for me forever. So they use such a how to say it. So those words that they use to describe the grammar is absolutely bonkers. It doesn't relate to anything I can connect with. You see, in elementary, I learned 4-year German. Not that I can speak, I just... Okay, thank you for coming. And this is on your hands now. If it goes bad blood, it's on you. But thanks for coming. Yes, those words doesn't ring any bell in anywhere that I have met in my life, so it's hard. But now that you are talking, you should point out something that I should connect, because that's today's plan, to do that. So I'm just slowly cruising around and waiting for you to point out something that you want to see connected. Okay, probably. Oh no, this is coming, so no need to add more trains. So this part of the network is pretty well. Wait a sec, it is the new one? No, but it needs more if. Wait a sec, why do you... This is the west. Oh, you don't transfer. Oh my god, that's the problem. Okay. We solved it. But you do have the transfer order, right? Yes. Yes, indeed. Alright. Okay. Let's check the stations. There is an oil. Oh, look at this. We need a lot more ships for that. So let's buy a few more. Okay, this is looking fine. That's great. So we don't have much over here. So I kinda want to make a tracks, and they probably should come here. So this will be the big station, and then we can go around on this end and drop here. So we can destroy this, cut this, come along. This is a main line, so we can afford to have some terrain removed in order to be good. Okay, which side am I going? Yes, it probably should come into Edinburgh, and then we will see what's happening. So this is quite short. Can I? So I guess, can I do that? Not exactly. I don't like it. The least. Okay, and so what about this side? That doesn't work either. So I have to take the bitter pills and swallow this curve that I have to make. So I'm trying to make it as less painful as possible. Okay, so one left, one right. Like this. And we can come straight here, exactly, right? So far, so good. At least something is going for us. Now drop down, dip. And here we are. And I probably need to use some of this space to connect to this station and have enough room for a lot of traffic. Because trust me, they will have traffic. So how much space do I have here? Not enough. I kinda want to cut back on this. So how do we come up? I'm guessing this is what we can do. And come further. And something like this. So right now you can just do that. Not a big deal. So how much is it? First of all, can I get rid of this? Awesome. Second of all, this is 8 by 10, correct? Correct. So 4 is dedicated for this line, and the other 4 is dedicated for that line. So it will follow the coast, and somewhere we need to come into the city. Speaking of the city, oh see, that's not what it's still not what I wanted. I guess we almost enough money to finish. Yeah. So So we basically finished the island. We just need to fill this little hole here and we are good to go, because this is the maximum size I intended. Yes, I remember. Please. I wanted to make the station here and 8. No, we have one line, so it should be 6. And Japanese 5, 5, 6, 7. Maybe. Let's make 6 and see how does it look like. Okay, that's pretty cool, I guess. And then we can do, let's say, a double platform. I don't see. So 10 by 2 and 1. Okay, so how long is 10? One more. Okay, and then goes here. Yes, then you can use a default to do, wait, what? Okay, something like this. I reckon this is not so bad, but I need to see what's happening here. Wait, why do I make it 10 long? I used to rock with 7 long trains for packs, right? Okay, so incoming line is this one, and 3 go there and you there. Maybe we can dig under, I don't really mind. Dig here and there. Tunnel 1, 2. Build the rest. Merge. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is 8. Perfect. Okay, so this is something like this and this. Perfect. Okay, so we have our beautiful station and that's all good. And we have the highway coming here. What are these trains doing here? Again, sorry, I forgot. They lost. Where do you wanna go? Edinburgh. How on earth you can get lost for here? Okay, I need some turn back behind. So turn back. so the rest of you can go. What's wrong? Sorry, that was on me. Okay, so let's build the highway. Not exactly decided how I will approach just yet. So maybe we can go over the hills and don't know, connect it somewhere. Not quite important. Okay, I bet you can have a little dip in this way. This looks fine by me. And you can come to the exit for now. Let's make it one way as well. Okay, the southern guys, please don't do that to me. And yes, this will turn this way once I have finished the land over there. And maybe turn this. I don't know what they're gonna do there, but this is up to the future. Okie dokie. Well, hello and welcome to the chat. The problem is, I understand what you said there, but nothing more. So if you want to get something pointing out to me to connect, you should try it in English. And in the meantime, I can show you around if you see something that you would like to connect or make me connect. Or if you have some ideas, we can look for specific things. Also, because it's your first time, I can name a station or a train after you if you would like to, because that would be the job of the channel points, but I don't have yet the channel points. So you can just ask and we'll give it to you. This section is quite busy already. There's a lot of things happening here. I can show you the world map, that's probably easier. Money now. I just spent 150 million on land raising, so I'm not in trouble, don't worry about that. But thank you for your concern. So, which part you wanna look around? Basically, this game's goal is to make it as busy as possible, so we can always add more stuff to it. As you can see, I'm far from complete, so feel free to look around. I wanted to do these goods for a while now, and by the way, okay. So you get this quality like this. And where do they want to go? Westland. Okay. Maybe I should make a direct route to Westland. And we go there, there. And okay, so this is sorted now. Yeah, I need some input to what to connect, otherwise I will go after my own head. And there is some coal waiting to be. You can add these new forests to this. This is a forest network basically. It all comes down to cyber. You can do that, or oil fields, cities. We can add to the passenger network. Aman, you should be growing, by the way. And I need to fix the music as well. Next song, please. Let's make it grow. Let me add another here. Okay, buy this one. Okay. I'm guessing you referred these coal mines. So, and where do you want to take them? Because I need a destination as well. So which power station you want? Close, nearby, super far, left, right. I mean, this is north, east, this is south, this is east, or wait, this is east, this is west. So northwest, south, or east. Also, there's a that's pretty bad. How are you doing, by the way? Good. This one. Okay, so how is our? Yeah, we should start to get out of the steel. Maybe nearby. Go to the. I mean, yes, but okay, I gonna help you on that one a little bit. So there is a coal power station. There one, yeah, there is a one that we already use. This is a power station that can. It's not way too efficient. This is my style. This is how I build and connect stuff. This is a power station we can use. For this purpose, we can use even this one. So which one would you like to? You see each assigned to a different city. It's not that much of work. What it was, I streamed this map for, this is the 5th day, I guess, or 6th, and I used to do 2-3 hour streams. So which is your choice for power station? You select one and then you will see how there is no easy way and there is no hard way. There is many different ways. So the point of today's game is that you can decide where you want me to connect it. That's the fun part. In my opinion. Tokyo, okay. So this is Tokyo. So this one. Okie dokie. And we go from there. So build a station here, connect on the passenger line, come all the way to Psycho and change over the other line and then branch out here. Okay, that's not that hard. Delete. How far are these? Oh, perfect. So mineral loader 9, 10. Which means we have to make it a little different than I originally planned. Just making it track is way more direct. I could bridge over somewhere here. I will need Prague to be connected this way sooner or later. And so, wait, I got the perfect power station for you. Am I right? You see, I know. So let's make a direct route then. This will probably make the map a little bit more busier than my original plan. Can we come along here? Good. Okay, so this is the tip. That's way too much. Good. And where are going? Oh, girl, I come. We have 10 long trains. I don't wanna double tap twice. So probably go this way. Misclick. Okay, we can come over there, reach over, come further. How far we need to go? I need to turn twice. How? No. Need to go here. Right. Okay, so we need to add the trains and go. And long, so we double up. Or click, 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 and follow there and drop it. We start with 2. Later we can add more. And yeah, that's too bad. This is 1 row. Did you mean this? To make it perfectly separate? Yes, I know. But that's... I mean, we can grow New York now that you mention it. But that's not the point. So we have enabled passenger cargo distribution symmetric. So if you go here, you can see that all these buggers have destination where they want to go. And that's why it doesn't really make sense. So yes, this is a simple, easy way to grow the city, and later I will remove this. And if you look at our capital, you see I have dedicated the lines and bigger separated stations. So if you look at least 2 by 2 every excuse me, every station, and we just build this one. So we have the HQ, because here is my HQ. This is the North Main Station. These are the highways. This is the West Highway, this is the Southern Highway, this is the North Highway, and I decided this will be called Hospital, and this is Lakeside. So we drop some goods here for now. So I want to grow this city all over this island. And as you can see, this is why I'm losing money, because I spent it on the island. So this island costed me around 300,000, I don't know, $300 million. But whatever I have here, that's not important. So I want to have the city, these main highways, and we can grow the city around. So I pretty much like this idea, and it's almost reached the 1-day grow. Okay, so let's find something else to be connected. Okay, this is looking good. These two, we could do. Forests are absolutely the most money making in this game. Maybe we should make another train station at the south or something. Yes, indeed. So this can be only good service. Absolutely. There is a few things. One, I like to design this city as I would fit good. Second, this is just an actual station. I want airports here and oh fucking no. No, 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 no. This is not the game for you. Sorry about that. I just hate when this does this. So, I want airports and the big ones, and we have to wait a lot of years till it became available. Okay, finally the island is ready. For most of the part. I have planned here a big railway junction which will come along the coast and probably get somewhere here. So maybe I should secure this area because I don't really know where it will be. But probably the highway will jump over the tracks and it will come out here and come here to the station. I'm not exactly decided on that, how it will turn out, but that's the future me problem. So again, looking back, this is the goods service that I'm bringing in from all these oils. This is just a small passenger network, but I probably should connect up somewhere. This one around the lake is mostly passengers, but we have a coal here, another coal here servicing some local power stations, because I believe they are realistic that big cities need big power. They all wanna go to Amman, okay. Also, I don't care about that particularly, but we can clone a few more trains that go from here. Amman, that's not unreasonable. Okay. Checking the stations, how do we do? Oh, I see a lot of wood. Wait, there is some problem, I sense. Somewhere they stuck. Oh yeah, they can come out. Makes sense. But try again. Now you can come out. Okay. So we have a lot. Maybe we should add some visual confirmation to the party. Yeah. How's the best way? So problem that the action is reading. Yes. And you have a problem with that for a good reason, and I will tell you anything about that after this gem fixed. So what's happening here? We are running low on oil? Seems to be. I mean, I don't mind, but this seems unreal. Hey, welcome. You just woke up? Bro, it's 10:30 here. PM. So, tutorial. We are doing a challenge or a fun version where we do that chat can decide what I build. So if you wanna hop in on that and point me out something, let me know and I will do that. Okay, so what happened to the oil? I mean, 700, it was over thousands. No clue. But this is a separate line from everything else, so I'm not really worried about. Now then, back to your question. In the base game, the oil wells can only be shrinking. Nothing, they cannot grow. And after, I think, 1960, they don't even pop up on the map. However, if you see this is just because of that. Because this is now 2023 and we still have oil wells and they're still pumping out the oil, so this is a little bit, you know, it still works. So they were overestimated or underestimated the oil reserves that oil well can produce, and that's why this new GRF prevents, negates it. So oil wells can increase in their production and doesn't necessarily disappear in 20-30 years. And you can just find it in the online content section. Okay, so we did that. Do we have any other problem? Yes, wood here somewhere. This one? No. Which wood? This one. What did I screw up here? Because I fixed that. Or this just so high? Yes, it went up like no business tomorrow. Okay, let me clone this. Never realized it. The game starts whenever you want it to start. The basic game has no available vehicles before 1920, 25, something like that, the vanilla game. But you have GRFs that can go back to the late 1800s, and you can start then with horse carriages and ships, sailing ships, and you can start in 2500 as well. It all comes down to the GRFs and settings. What do you prefer? I can show you quickly that what I'm talking about. So here is the mushroom company I had before. This was a Yeti Industries, not important, but come on game, what's wrong with you? So this is how a city looks like in this game, because I have a GRF for that, and it's the year 2173, and I started my company in 2100. It's just a number in the eyes of the game. Where it is not just a number is if you have airports never expires and vehicles never expires, and if you check these settings on, then you can still have buses and whatnot. This is a Toyland map with bricks. You see this one. Uh, this is a absolutely full graphic overhaul, and it can do all kinds of things. We are using nut strains, information. So this is the slug. It's a unique train. If you don't know the nut strain set, I can hardly explain it to you. And this is the Yeti Industries. You deliver the fresh Yetis, they will work, they get tired Yetis, and if you bring in machinery, this will increase production of the wood, and you take a wood away to the construction yard with clay and wood. Same story goes there. They are making from these ingredients building material. You take the building material to the Yetis. Also, you take the building materials to the food market, which creates food from the building material, and you take the BM and the food to the Yetis so they can grow. You also grow the city, that's named after the workers' yard, and so this will grow, and this creates an infinite loop. Yes, it's funny. I mean, if I zoom in, look at this. We'll work for food. And these supposed to be the Yeti guys. But that's not what we are here today. We are here to expand our beautiful map and make it bigger and useful. So, come on guys, let's point me something to connect. Or whatever you can offer me to do. I mean, there's a lot of farms, but they are pretty bad and on the hill. And these two can be work together to make something. I don't really have big factory action. Oh, I remember. I need to do the steel. I just need to find a good factory. So where this probably gonna be an international level. Yes, I haven't mentioned this, but the plan is, I mean, I don't know. So the original plan was to have regions and connect everything in between the regions, and then have a global level connections. But I'm not sure about that anymore. The point is, I need a good factory with good placement so I can deliver the steel into that factory. Do I even have actually any factory? So, accepted cargo style steel, named instead of production. I have one factory. Yes, this one. Yes, I can. Okay, so I have this factory, but that's on the other side of the map. If you go there, find new industries, and I can prospect farms, iron ore mines, forests, or build power stations and sawmills and whatnot. Yeah, so we need a factory. This is the power station, power steel mill, and we need a factory with space. So maybe somewhere here. That would be quite demanding on this tiny line, but I mean, this might work, although this is a little too close. I mean, not that close. unless we use the line that I just did, or we come further. Wait, we do have a nice factory here that we can absolutely use to connect. Okay. Maybe you should do goods for the oil refinery. I had a lot of goods there. I could barely keep up. You see, they are already started moving, probably. But I'm loading up all this oil, and this seems to be a new guy in the market. So let's clone guys. Yes, I know they jammed. The only saving grace of that jam is that maybe this is the only network that is not connected to anything. They are just by themselves and they deliver the goods there. But I can fix that real quick. Okay, maybe not that quick, but soonish. Something like this. So if we don't have enough cargo, the trains can store themselves in the double depots, and that will fix the jam, which we are not so worried about. Okay, so in the meantime, let's get this Amman steel mill sorted out. Probably I can expand this, not only push it down. No gas stations. Probably we can start with the steel mill, then continue with the freight. Oh, I need to separate, okay. So this is the height. And then we can do some... Wait, how long is this? 8. So we can do 15. Is it not? Yes, it's probably necessary. So let's 8, 15, I need 6, 7 more. Cool. It's just for sake of looking different. And yeah, this is exactly 15. So we can have a signals there. And wait, no, I need here X, because 15 we need the speed boosting stuff here, which means I can do that. Put back the tunnel. Something like this. Okay. And you come down here. And you will get made close together. So how do we get to this? I need a plan for that. I probably have to go this way, which means I should use this line. That's not good. You know what? They was. I prefer to streaming, but it doesn't exclude the online playing. Maybe we can do it even on stream sometimes. But I'm really into this game right now, so I wanna finish this and then we can do whatever. Tutorial, excuse you. By the way, Plut, do you want a station or something named after you? Like, maybe we can do this. Oh, where was I? I lost myself. Yeah, maybe we can do this for you. What you say? Instead of Beirut. Okay. So where do I want to come with this line? It's looking quite tricky. Honestly, this is absolutely in the way. And I can't get behind two tracks. So maybe I will use this space. And then probably. But if I merge on that, no, I can't. I can do that. So this is a way to merge it, I guess. And so we can come further here without any regards to the river. And yes, come here. And so maybe I need to make a sharp turn here, which includes and changes a little bit this stuff, but not by much. Something like this, and you can do that and that. Yeah, that's not worth be all. Okay, and I have to go this far. Cool. So we can make this come together. Not yet. So let's take it from here. So we can do the signals. And we are connected all the way up here. And do I have a space here? No. But wait a second. I can. They're long trains, so if I just tunnel under here, that's perfectly fine, right? And I can do the same here. Yes, we come off somewhere here so they don't block the other trains. Yeah, thank you for stopping by and hope you see you next time. Okay, so we can continue our journey this way. I mean, this is quite something. Yeah, and this sharp part is absolutely not going well for factory. So what can I do? Yeah, I guess I can do that. To come off here. And this one way sorted. Probably this will be the other way. Sorted. I don't know. It's worth a try, yes. Maybe I should force the passenger trains to stay on this side with some waypoints and the rest can free flow. So you come all the way here and merge into the cyber cycle, and that's not a fun. So let's make it clear. I want a drop station is 2 by 15 over here. We need the boosting waypoint. Exactly have enough space. So we need these, this, and then we need to break. Okay. So that's barely hot enough. I go back here. I didn't do the one-way path signals. I mean 2 ways. Cool. Okay. This is sorted. This is it. Now if I come over, jump over this, and then again over that, then I can turn. It's a little complicated. I mean, there is many factors and things that would come together nicely to this happening. Yes. Okay, it's looking fine. I'm all the way there. So we reach up here. On your way back to this, well then let it be your will, and merge there. Okay, so that's something. Now we can do the train. Probably can have a here. Oh, didn't see. Oh, because it's stupid rail. Okay, I probably have missed a few times the viewpoint here and convert the whole map. And now back to business. Adding the train. What over here? New. Oh, we have SH4. Brilliant. I need that right now, ASAP. There, here. We need a lot. Like that. Oh. Go there, to load. And to the factory. There, up. We need a lot of. This is quite some journey. Okay, and then comes replay. Okay. Now it will take a while to replace all the vehicles. It means perfect opportunity for me to take a little break, because I feel like I need to. In the meantime, I leave you on the city screen and right back soon, guys. Okay guys, I'm back. As I said, we need to make this city more busier. So I guess we need a suburban station here. Do we make it? Yeah, just a small one. We have plenty of money, so we can stop doing that and get rid of unwanted roads. We don't need these. Let's build some roads for this lovely town here. Maybe in between these. You can join in, you don't need that, nor that. So, yeah, probably on this part. Like something here, maybe one more looks nice. Same goes for I mean, yeah, I probably will connect them over here into this station. That seems legit. So we can turn back, have a few crisscross. And maybe that. Like so. Connect these. Can definitely do something here. Okay, I need to remove this one as well. Unwanted over. So what else? We can end here. This is fine building. That. Okay, it's good. We can further away. And this is like a okay building. No, not really. We can expand this way, or do we? I mean, I might not. Yeah, I can't do better here, so we can do that. Okay. Okay. Can have a little extra. We can go further. Yeah, I'm cool with it. Perfect. So you can come in here and do that. Looks fine. One more. It's fine. Okay. So city is growing nicely. Maybe we can increase it with some fundings. So we have a sidings here. That's fine by me. Okay. So the next probably here. We can have some depots there. Not a branch, this is the North Bay. And later we can add some, but we definitely need some buses there. So your job is to go there, go there, go there, and to the north, and go there, and to the highway. So you can sort out your... Cool. Okay, yeah, I want the... what is it? West Main Station. So this is the West Main Station. Cool. And the rest will come as we move forward. Okay, let's check station problems. We have a lot here because... oh, and more wood needed. But yeah, because I see, because you upgrading yourself. Okay, that makes sense. Regardless of that, we might need a few more trains. Okay, this is just because those guys. Okay, we will suffer some losses due to that, but overall it will be an increase. Probably we will dip soon. Oh, you were just there to refresh yourself? I mean, both of you have depots available, so what's the big deal, guys? And Vatican City is out of control. I'm stuck with this forever. Maybe I should stop them to sprawling. Yeah, that's still ugly. Yeah, I can see why I choose this. And this is still good for our trains. So, no big deal. We have a lot of... because they are waiting for the good stuff. This oil train should go there. I don't get... what is he doing? So maybe give them more clear instructions on what to do. I mean, long goes there, short goes there. Okay, that's fine. But then I screwed up this one. No, wait. Remove this. Okay. Cool. Nice, nice. Okay, so where else we do have problem? Yes, I know about that. So rolling in. Okay, so here's the deal. You stop right where you are. You go to the I need to make it longer. Probably low station and 4 by 5 is the extension. We can make it something like this. You can now go. Oh my god. What have you done? Yes, that helps. That helps a lot, guys. Wow. Oh my god. Yeah. You can tell pro people at the chair. Okay, so you can stop. And oh, what am I doing? Okay, I guess that's everybody who doesn't crash. Okay, so here's the deal. You can go, you can go, you can go, and I clone you. Yes. And you can go. Or at least they can move on one side. And now they can pick up a lot more, and it will be much more efficient. You don't need these. Trust me. You stay contained in this area, please. And now this is absolutely not long enough. Wait, this is long enough. Just long enough. So that's fantastic. My foresight is beyond everything. Okay, so let's look around on the other side. We need more trains, no doubt. What about this? Is looking fine.